in a way that a human that we do get yelled at a lot by folks, right? I don't want to go too deep. We can wrap it up, but a lot of folks, when they miss deadlines or when they don't have the assets or things they need, they sort of try to blame us, and we're zen about it now, but it's just a human
100%.
reaction, right? Oh, that's not the deadline that David told me. Well, it's in the contract. Here's the 28 emails. David said I could just sketch it on my iPad, and that Amelia said this, and people would just make this crap up.
But it doesn't
work with, but QB's calm. Like QB doesn't get triggered, right? And QB just says, "Thank you. I sent you 28 emails saying this is what we needed.
He did.
It's late. Understood. Could you please do it by tomorrow?"
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, in a way where I was like, I don't know if I would feel comfortable pushing back to some of our customers. Like, they are paying us money. But in a way that's super neutral, just not caring. QB and I would check the graphics. Yeah, better than a human. And if there was an issue, it would just tell that person. It would just tell everybody in the org, hey, because maybe the CMO didn't know that their designer just uploaded a placeholder. That happens sometimes. Like, it's fine. It happens. And so in a way that it was super neutral, it would say, hey, there's an issue with your graphics. Here's the issue. I'm going to email everybody that I have from in the org as a customer, in this customer org. I'm going to let them all know. And I'm going to also say in that reminder, either some of them were like already past due. So it would say you're past due. You need to upload this now to avoid a late fee or not. And for some of them, when it was approaching the deadline, it would just tell them, hey, we need your fully revised graphics. This doesn't count as a submission. Again, in a very neutral AI way. Thanks for trying. This wasn't it. This doesn't count. You might have been able to trick a human previously, but you can't hide from QB.
Yeah, and maybe we'll wrap on that. When I was talking with another public company CEO about AI, a great one, he said, well, your QB, your AIV, that sounds like support on steroids. I'm like, no. Let me explain. It proactively follows up on every possible deliverable there is and make sure it happens. And so my comment to him, and maybe we can wrap. I'll close and we'll wrap for this week. If you require any deployment for your product, for your company, for your application, if you have any checklist that you have to do, any training, do you have any onboarding for your company? If you have nothing, you don't need to listen to the rest of this. If you have any, your humans are probably not giving you the 100% coverage on this. They're probably being argued with. There's probably issues. It's probably somewhat your fault or someone's fault that's not getting done. I don't think there's a lot of great off-the-shelf tools for this. Build your own QB, AI, VP Customer Success. Amelia gave you the whole playbook. It's on SaaStr.com. You can see our whole prompt and how we built it. Build your own one, because if you do nothing else but completely automate the onboarding, right, of your customers with no drama, no complaints, no issues like we did, your life is going to be better, right? And so that's why we'll keep talking about QB and 10K. And we'll wrap. Hopefully, folks find this useful. If we find that on YouTube, you all churned after 60 seconds, we may do this less often. If we find out people listen longer than average, we'll keep doing it. But we know this is the number one thing we're asked constantly, what's going on with your agents. So this is the agents. Amelia, thank you for doing this one. And we'll see you guys soon and continue the conversations.